Hello, hello guys. It's Noelle Michaels here. How you guys doing? I'm here for my weekly Friended by God update, the TV show on CBS. And this video's super special subscriber is Leon. Thank you so much for subscribing, Leon. I really appreciate it. And why not everybody just stop right now and give this video a thumbs up? Yeah, do that. Everybody give it a thumbs up, share, and if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, ding the bell and you will be notified when I make a video. Okay, today I'm going to try it a little different. I'm going to swing you guys around to the chart, which I attached to the wall so it won't fall over like my charts usually do. Okay guys, here we go. Alrighty. I don't know. Am I going to be in this or not? We'll see. Okay. This episode is very interesting because, if I can get myself in here a little bit better. Okay. Because God does send a friend recommendation. Yeah. It's Rachel. Right up there. Rachel Blake. And then a few seconds later, guess what happens, guys? Never gonna believe it. The God account disappears off of Facebook, just like that. Gone. And Miles Finer, our main character, he's thinking, wow, the God account's gone. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to take a vacation and stop helping people. And he's really thinking about whether or not he should be a helper or not. Yeah. He doesn't even tell Carol Bloom, his writer friend, about the recommendation for Rachel. Keeps it to himself. Although he did tell Rakesh. And we all know Rakesh can't keep a secret. So Rakesh, of course, told Kara. And when Kara found out, she was like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Yeah, Miles was like, well, I don't know, Yeah, Kara was a little busy too. Because remember last episode, her old boyfriend Eli came into the picture? He was always a workaholic and wore a suit. And then what happened? He took her for a surprise and he showed her what he's been working on, his project. Turns out she had inspired him because he lost her. It inspired him to do something different, to really find his true calling, which was not being a crazy business person, workaholic. No, it was being a landscape architecture person. Very artsy. He was designing a beautiful garden for somebody. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about art in this. You see, Rachel Blake, she's an artist as well, right? Yeah. Okay, now what happens is this. They introduce a new character, Uncle T, the younger brother of Reverend Arthur Finer. And Uncle T and Reverend Arthur Finer, they run a soup kitchen. So they know a lot of homeless people, like this guy Jack Campbell. Yeah. He was a homeless person who happened upon an accident. Yeah. There was an accident with Rachel Blake and her sister Emma in the car. And the girls were arguing in the car because Rachel was drinking too much. She was an alcoholic, yeah. And Emma didn't like that. Her big sister was looking out for her and disapproving. And then there was the accident. And Rachel didn't remember anything really. But what happened was Jack Campbell, the homeless guy, he came along. And then the EMT showed up. Rachel was out of the car. And when Jack started towards the car, and they found him with Rachel, and they thought that he rescued Rachel from the car, and unfortunately her sister Emma died in the car. That was the story. Well, Jack Campbell never got so much attention in his life. People started doing well for him. They did good things. Even Reverend Arthur and Uncle T was so proud of him for helping out in the accident. And then he ended up getting a job as a custodian in a local school. Yeah. He was very happy. But when Miles went to find him and ask him about the accident, his facts didn't check out, and Miles got very suspicious. You know him with his detective mind, of course. He had spoken to Rachel, and Rachel was very upset. She felt guilty because she and her sister were arguing, and then that was the last thing she remembers. She didn't want that to be her last memory of her sister, right? And she paints a lot, so she was painting pictures of her sister who had a Red Sox cap on. Now, isn't that interesting? Because today was the World Series, and guess who won? The Red Sox. It's so convenient. It all worked out like that, right? Yeah. So when he talked to Jack Campbell didn't know about the cap. No, he didn't know. So he knew that wasn't right. In the end, what happened actually was that Emma had dragged Rachel out of the car, and then she had gone back to the car to get her phone to call 911. She was acting out of love for her sister. The last minutes together were based on love, not anger. And when Rachel found that out, it inspired her to go to AA and try to get sober. Yeah. So she was really working on her true calling of being an artist, right? Yeah. That was good. Now you know Miles' friend Rakesh, who he works with. Well, he and Jaya had a dinner with both their parents there. You know how Jaya doesn't really want to be in a relationship too much? Well, it turns out that she forgot to tell Rakesh. She tried, but he wasn't listening earlier in the day, that she's going to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. She'll be away for 6 months to a year. Oh, and he was so upset. And her parents were bragging about her at the dinner, and Rakesh's parents wanted to brag about him too. But it comes out that Rakesh doesn't even have his bachelor's degree. That's why he's working customer service instead of really in IT where he should be. And Jaya's going to be a doctor, although they were both at the head of their class. Oh boy. Rakesh's father said he'll go back to school. So that's the plan for him. Yeah. Now, Reverend Arthur Fino always wanted to be a sax musician, but when he went to Vietnam, he preached to the other guys when they were so full of anxiety and fear, and he could see how it changed their lives and how it got them through the hard times in Vietnam, and that's why he became a minister. So he found a different calling. Yeah. And in the end, right when Miles thinks about whether helping others is a burden or an opportunity, because he was taking a break, remember? He realizes it's an opportunity. And as soon as he says that, guess what? Boom! God is back. Yep, the God account returns. It was so good. All right, guys. I think I covered it all. Yeah. Let's get back this way. So, they weren't clear if Eli and Kara were going to, be an item. It was a little crazy. They weren't sure about that too much. Not too many details on that going on. And Rakesh had been kind of jealous and feeling bad about Jaya's move. But Allie, um, Miles' sister, said to him, "When is she going?" And he said, "In a few days." And she says, "You have time to fix this." And they reverted back to another lesson that they did in another show about good communication. And Rakesh realized he wasn't thinking about Jaya like he should be. He was concentrating on his own loss of her. So what did he do? He had a little surprise party. Yay! Surprise going away party with some of the guys and girls. And Jaya was so happy that he was wishing her well instead of being upset. He just changed his perspective, guys, and it worked. It changed everything around. They were so happy. Yeah, let me take a look at my chart, see if I forgot anything else. I don't think so. I mean, the thing that was real important was that Miles was so happy when the God account appeared again, because now he knew he can go and help more people. Yeah, and it was funny because in the middle of the show, it says friended by God. Well, when the God account disappeared, they put unfriended by God. People talk about unfriending on Facebook all the time. It was kind of comical. Anyway, that's it for this show. And once again, if you haven't already, let's give a thumbs up. Let's give a thumbs up, and thank you again to Leon, my newest super special subscriber for this video. Thanks again, Leon, for subscribing. And I'll see you next Sunday for another Friended by God update. That's it. It's Noelle Michaels signing off. And everybody, I'll see you soon. Take care.